And we are live. I'm Eric.
I'm Andre.
And I'm Richie.
And this is the High End Power Podcast coming to you live on YouTube. Take a chance and like, comment, subscribe. Go on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. Go back on YouTube. Hit that little ding, ding, ding button so you can always get notified on every time that we're posting. Guys.
Woo! That's how I'm feeling today.
How you doing?
Bro, I got all the energy in the world. I don't even know why, because of how tired. You know when you're very tired?
I was about to say, bro, you're
got
capping.
the most
You were
amount.
just almost falling asleep.
No, you know when you're so tired that now you just got random energy? That's the random energy that's coming out right now.
Hell yeah, man. But, you know.
I'm exhausted.
I'm feeling good, man. You know, I got my coffee.
Feeling good, feeling great.
You know, I got my coffee. I'm feeling good. I had a blessed day. You know, it's tough at work nowadays, but you know, this is what makes us great. This is what makes us better every fucking day.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable. We
You guys
live it, we say it, and we dream by it.
Hell yeah. You
Shama.
guys had a good week this week?
Good fucking week. You know, my pops went to Brazil, so you know, shit is getting very, very, very busy.
Awesome.
But it's good, bro. You know, it's the experience that I asked for. It's the experience that I need. Getting better every day. You know, Richie, you're going at it too, huh?
Bro, going ham, killing it, Sunrun, putting all the effort I can. That's the best I can do. It's like I said, man, it's just chasing every day and putting my best out there, and that's what matters, you know? It's like I tell people I'm not there to compete with anyone. I'm there to compete with myself and become a better version of myself every day.
You hit a record, didn't you?
I did, bro. I broke records for so I was the fastest time on getting out of the training. The fastest time before was 11 days. I actually got it done in 10 days.
Hey.
And
you're saying Boach.
just so you can take a perspective of like how fast it was. And they give you 60 days to complete this training, which you got to get your first 8 deals. And I was able to get my first 8 deals in 10 days.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Dog. Dog.
I got the poodle sweater today for a reason.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, bro. And how you doing that work, bro?
Dude, my week's been dope.
Yeah.
Freaking work.
I saw you.
Been,
We FaceTime you, and you were like breaking down the wall and
bro,
shit.
that's like the worst part of the job, when you have to like do the demo on your own. Like when it's like something where it's like a quick like side thing. And I was literally taking down like a closet because I'd be building shit and stuff, you know?
You fully build the closet.
Bob the Builder.
No. They're the builder.
Dad the Builder.
Man, and it just it goes to show how we all are working, you know, so hard to achieve, you know, a greatness. And like I said, bro, you are who you hang out with. You know, we all are chasing the dream. And, you know, recapping back to our last episode, man, if you guys did not have a chance to go check that out, episode number 9. You know, we talked about friends, we talked about relationship, we talked about family, and really just it was awesome. We spit some crazy facts. I was watching that shit again yesterday, and it really goes to show, bro, that, you know, we're getting good at this shit.
Gotta give some props, right?
It's flowing, man. We're just flowing, you know. And I love how comfortable not only how we are, but how not the customers, but the guests there.
Turn off.
Sunrun, shut down. Anyways, just like how our guests are feeling amazing and feeling comfortable, and I love hearing it because they all say the same thing. The moment they sit in this couch, they don't feel like they're at a podcast. They feel like they're just sitting at our couch at our house, chilling and chatting with us.
You know what I thought was mad funny? Like the girls on the chat, you know, they were like feeling some type of way because
why did I say that?
You know, we're not literally talking about a specific, like a group chat, you know, but if the shoe fits, you know, wear it around the house. You know what I mean?
It's great. Again, I want to say big shout out to all our supporters, all the followers. We hit 500 followers this week.
Bro, it's crazy too, because remember when we were like, before everything started, we were getting like some metrics down for numbers, and we were like, oh guys, like let's hit 500 by like the middle of the year.
A quarter, yeah.
Yeah, and bro,
we did it in a month and 2 months.
Crazy.
2 months, man. It comes to show that sometimes we have the perspective of thinking that that's our goal, But if you're doing so good at something, you're putting so much effort into something, you might be able to overachieve that goal. And that's time for you to get together. And what's like what we did. We got together, we looked at our numbers again, and we set even a higher benchmark for us now. And that's what we're going to go, bro.
We got to 10X that bitch.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
We got to 10X that bitch. That Grant Cardone 10X that bitch. Because he always mentions that, like, set your bar high. Because even though you don't hit the goal, you're pretty much close, and that's fucking good.
Keep chasing.
Keep chasing it. Keep going after it. Keep working. Be determined. Be disciplined. There's nothing on your way, bro. You know what I mean? And then fucking...
Dude, speaking of us trying to set the bar.
Man, guys, if you guys ain't tuned in yet, you guys are about to get tuned in. We have some crazy guests coming on.
Like...
We weren't expecting this.
Yeah, like it was something
so
where
grateful,
I will say all props to Richie for always stepping out of his comfort zone, and me and Eric sometimes being like, "Oh, bro, I don't know," da, da, da. And then Richie's like, "Nah, guys, you gotta just fucking do it. You gotta just go after it." And dude, all I'm saying is, guys,
This is why this
stay
shit works,
in the
bro.
loop for this one, bro. Stay in the loop because this is like big news.
All I want to say is that we have a schedule that we do an episode every Wednesday. Next week is such an awesome week for us that we're going to have 2 episodes that week. I'm already going to get you guys ready for this. Wednesday, we're going to have our episode with amazing guests, and we can already bring that one up. Raphael, tattoo artist.
Tattoo.
Raphael Barros.
He hard worker, hustler, beautiful story.
Savage.
Knows how to have fun, but also knows how to, again, get at it and make it happen. He's that guy. And then our second episode is going to be a special episode on Friday.
We will not say who it is.
We can't say who it is yet, but keep an eye out on our Instagram. Keep an eye out on TikTok and everything, because we will be posting some reels preparing everybody.
All I'm going to say is top 6 rank in the bantamweight division in the UFC.
Oh! He said it!
Yeah, but let's keep the name low key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We have
something big, man. It's really, it goes to show what hard work brings, the results.
I think that experience, man, was just simply another experience showing us that we can go much greater than what we think. It's like we have a plan, we have an idea, but at the end of the day, bro, we're doing this with a bigger purpose, and God has a much bigger purpose for us with what we're doing. And I truly have faith in that. And this comes to show that, man, this is just the beginning.
100%.
This
bro.
is just the beginning.
And it's what we've been preaching, is what we've been learning here, bro. It's just, all right, you can have a dream, you can have a goal, but you got to have a plan behind it. You're going to have a strategy to get to that. This is what we always be preaching, and it's, the results are there. But like I said, even with this new guest, we ain't going to stop.
Nope.
We're going to keep going.
We were talking on the phone yesterday when we were like brainstorming and stuff. We're like, bro, after this guest, like, we gotta keep going hard. Like, who are we gonna bring after? So like, we kind of beat ourselves up a little bit because we're like, yo, bro, like, we can't just keep going like up and down. But like, it's not even about that. It's just we're setting a standard for ourselves to make sure that we don't stop cranking out good material for you guys.
I want to make something very clear too. It's not just because we're bringing these big people in here that we don't want to hear the other stories. If you guys still want to reach out to us and be, yo, I want to share my story. I have something awesome that I'm going through.
Exactly.
We don't want just big names here. We want real stories. We want authenticity, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the true stories that people are truly working hard to get to what they want, and that's what we want to share, man. Experiences, stories, lessons, and that's what we're here for.
And I think our guest today is a very good,
perfect embodiment of that.
A good fucking example of
yeah.
that, bro. Very
Hell
good
yeah.
example. All odds against him. He could have turned like on, different ways. He could have been fucked up. He could have been one of these crackheads in the street. You know what I mean? But he's not. He made the right decisions, even though all the odds were against him, and he made something out of nothing.
Immigrant family.
Nothing out of
He had so much going on that again, we'll get more into that. But dude, I'm excited to have Joe here today.
Hell yeah, man. Joe is a brother of mine, man. Always a good fucking time.
Hell yeah.
Someone that always motivates me to do better. He ain't that greedy type of person. You know what I mean? If he's winning, his team is winning.
And he don't just talk about it. He shows up,
yeah.
bro.
Bro, I even want to relate this even to back to work a little bit. I mean, this guy, he's on the leadership board. You know, he's sitting up front with the masterminds, which are the people who are the kind of the assistant managers, who are helping out all the new people, starting training and all. And Joe's actually one of the people that helped me create my first account. And this guy walked me through it very patiently, always calling me, Rich, how's everything going? Rich, you got this. Rich, you're gonna be a savage. Always motivating me. And man, Joe, I love you, man. I appreciate everything you do for me and for everyone in that company and just for everyone around us, bro. Relationship is a big thing. We talked about it in the last episode, yeah. And we're very thankful to having you part of our circle of friends, man.
And he runs his own business on top of that.
This guy doesn't stop, bro.
And he's gonna just keep going, man. I know there's gonna be more things that just comes after, after making all these fucking success.
For my Brazilians that are listening, the Joe is like bombril, mil utilidades.
Yeah, and if you want to hit him up in Portuguese, his name is Joe Notkin.
Joe Notkin.
Joe Notkin.
Guys, Eric, let's talk a little. Let's pay some bills.
Yeah, man, this podcast wouldn't happen without our producer, man. Vision Agency, JP, over here with the visuals, man. This guy is a killer. He is a true magician. You see all these visuals. Do you see all the sound? Do you see all the fucking reels that we have?
Graphic design.
I always bring it back to if you're throwing a wedding and you need videos and pictures, he is that guy. If you're throwing a party, you need pictures and videos, he is that guy. If you want to do a podcast, guys, if you want to come over here and film your own podcast, you guys would be able to do that. Hit us up on the DM. Hit him up anytime on the DM. His contact info is in the description, right?
Yep.
In the bio. So hit him up, man, because this guy is nasty at what he does. We wouldn't be nothing without him. That's why he's part of the team. That's why we made the change that we have to make. And yeah, man.
And he is only good with the visuals and the graphics, guys. JP is a marketing genius too. He'll give you the right steps to put your company up where it needs to be, to put it out in the places it needs to be heard about. So yeah, keep that in mind too.
Hell yeah. So let's
I also want to talk, guys, about, again, one of our awesome sponsors, VELO Vodka. For all my drinkers out there, for all my people who like to have that nice cocktail with the friends and have a fun time.
Summer's coming.
Parties, you want to drink that nice orange juice with the nice vodka.
Yeah.
Yep, you already know, barbecue. But Eric is going to be hosting plenty of barbecues this summer, so you guys hit us up. We'll definitely be there. But guys, VELO Vodka, woman-owned brand. Mom and daughter put together all the work to make this happen. Not only that, something very interesting a lot of people don't know, this vodka actually contains electrolytes. So at the same time that you're drinking, you're getting fogged up, you're also making sure your body's getting all the electrolytes it needs.
Yeah,
okay?
Follow their Instagram. They show you the different types of mixes that you can make, some delicious stuff. And like Richie said, women owned. It's a daughter and mother business. No, it doesn't get better than that. I'm in a family business, so it's fucking awesome.
That's it. You already know.
Yeah, hell yeah. So JP, you know what to do.
Roll the clip.
Joe,
look at who it is.
Joe Notkin in the house.
Shama. How you doing, my brother?
I'm excited to be here, boys.
Bro, you know how happy we are to have you here.
Man.
And man, just one thing I want to say. Thank you for all the support. You've been motivating us since day one. Since we started, man, you're like, guys, what you guys are doing are great. Keep it going. You guys are gonna go above and beyond, and we need people like you by our side, man.
No cap, bro. Before we even started the podcast, wasn't his name on the list already.
Facts.
His name was already one of the list. We're like, nah, Joe gotta come on. You gotta spit some facts. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. We see all the work you put out, man. Not just as like professionally, but as a human, man. You have a beautiful heart. You're genuinely a great person to be around. There's no such thing as having a bad time around you, man. And it makes you different, and it makes you amazing, and it makes you unique for who you are. And we really appreciate that, bro.
I appreciate you guys. I'm excited to be here.
Bring a little bit closer.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to be here. I'm not holding back on anything tonight.
We love it, bro. We love it.
Guys, listen, a lot of people here know Joe. Already got 20 people live here already.
Shit.
Listen, I want to see everybody who knows Joe and knows his story. Put a J right now. Not even a W. I want to see, put a J right now on that.
J for Joe.
J for Joe. I want to see a J right now on the chat. Let's see here. We got Lucas Faria, Marlon Lamas, Tyler, Luana, Carolina.
Shama.
Woo!
Lucas Faria. Shout out Lucas Faria.
Lucas Faria.
Faria. Man, you guys, throughout this podcast, anytime you guys want to send us some questions, send Joe some questions. You know, if you guys want to talk shit, put it on the chat. You know, we're here to
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Talk your shit. We're here to talk some shit, but speak some facts as well.
Joe, you took my girl, man, back in the days.
Nah, man.
Not me.
Stop.
Man, Joe, my brother, man. Where did this all start, man? Like, were you born in Ashland?
So I was born in Ashland. It started way back. I mean, my family came from Russia. Right?
Yeah.
Mother Russia. So you like the vodka?
I like the vodka. So
From where in Russia?
So my mom, I basically grew up with a single mom for the most part. She was from Belarus, Russia.
Shout out to our single moms, bro.
Yeah, God bless my mom. Back when it was like literally the Soviet Union. So like I grew up in, like she grew up in like very, very like legit,
Tough times.
legit socialism, and they were building communism.
Wow.
And they literally, you know, when top 1% had everything and then everyone else had
nothing,
was all the same. And she would tell me stories about like, you want to go get some fruits or something like that, you got to wake up super early, wait out the store for like 4 or 5 hours and literally to get something. And then like if you wanted like a nice sweater or something, you had to work all month for like a sweater, and then you had to know somebody to get something like that.
Holy shit.
So she came from, I think that's, I mean, definitely.
It's like black market for simple stuff.
Yeah. So
That's
she's
crazy.
like the biggest reason I am who I am today, for sure.
That's dope.
Shout out, Mom.
Yeah,
Shout out Mama Notkin.
And we always talk about how we're big mama's boy. You know what I mean, dude? I love my mom so much, dude. And when did she start making this commute to the U.S.?
So right after, there was something called Chernobyl. A lot of people know about it. It was like one of the biggest nuclear.
I think it's still to this day, no?
Yeah. So it was like a huge nuclear explosion that happened not too far from there, where she was at. And then today's actually the anniversary of it.
Which is
Surprise,
crazy.
'cause I was talking to her-
insane,
I was talking to
man.
her this morning. I was like, yeah, by the way, I'm doing a podcast tonight. I just wanted to ask a couple questions. And then she was like,
dope.
shit, like today? She's like, this is literally like the day it happened.
Wow.
Like, what are the odds?
Shout out to everyone who went through a tough time during that time, man.
Because
That's some crazy shit, bro.
yeah, like they were, my family were they were refugees. They came in over here as refugees because I'm Jewish too. So being Jewish back then,
damn.
you couldn't do nothing. You could like literally had to do everything behind closed doors.
That's
you couldn't tell
crazy.
anybody all that shit. So
Oh, this is what back in when?
like 80s?
80s.
Yeah. She came.
How did she get out here? Like,
She ended up coming out here as a refugee. So luckily she was granted, there was, I forget the name, but there was like some higher up took over there a little bit, and they were able to get out and then come over here. And then she came here. My brother was like 3 years old. I think it was like 1990, 1991. And then she ended up, you know, just got right to work, you know, literally anything, just cleaning houses, working mad jobs. My
immigrant
brother-
But she came straight to Mass?
Straight to Mass.
Straight to Mass. Ashland?
Boston.
Boston?
Yeah.
That's what's up. And then when were you born?
I was born 98. So she actually met my dad out here, because me and my brother, we got different dads. So my brother's dad stayed out there. She met my dad, current dad, here. And then I was born 98. And then she was just, you know, going through school. She's a physical therapist now, but she, you know, came here speaking no English, you know.
Which is
like,
crazy.
In her 30s. So it's like,
That's tough.
Yeah, which we
because
Yeah.
think about it, guys. I mean, diversity is a very common thing in America right now, but I mean, back in the 80s, it wasn't such a common thing. It was starting to, but it was very shallow.
and back then there was no like English classes.
No,
nothing to like help
yeah.
you step up.
None of that. So she had to
Your hair looks great, Joe.
literally had to hustle it out, and yeah, just got right to work, and working multiple jobs, trying to provide for my brother, trying to provide for me, and everything like that. So from a very young age, like I, with middle school, high school, I was a pretty bad kid. Never was like into the school and the books and studying, and I just didn't see a purpose.
Wasn't
of
for
it.
you.
So like I knew from like day one, like I was like, I'm not gonna go to college.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure something else out.
So growing up, what every kid had a dream, right? When you were growing up, did you have a dream of being something?
I remember just seeing people out here, just obviously before social media, but just seeing people driving these crazy cars, and it was kind of like, you know what I mean? Like we all have the same 24 hours, right? So it's like, how are they getting to that position?
You start thinking like, bro, what does this guy do to get that?
I honestly get fucking pissed when I see a supercar or some shit.
Why?
But because, bro, I mean, like, bro, I need to work my ass off to get this motherfucking car. You know what I mean?
It drives you.
I'm not really that type of person. I mean, of course, I'd be like, damn, that's a nice car, but I don't go over there and take pictures or all that shit. I get fucking angry, bro, because I want that car. I want to work my ass off for that car. You know what I mean? It's just like I have a different like perspective for it. So I can kind of relate. So when you seen like all those nice cars, you're like, dude, how are these motherfuckers getting that?
Yeah, I was like, there's got to be a way. So like, I mean, my first job, I was in McDonald's. As soon as I could work.
Hey, humble beginnings.
A year before I could even get like a work permit, I finessed my way into McDonald's, and I was just grinding out there. Just my mom, she was like, you got to get a job. You got to learn the value of money. So
That's dope.
So
Giving out Big Macs and shit.
Oh, I was forcing it. I used to fill up like the sweet teacups, Davi and everyone. My boys would fill up. I was just filling up the paper bags with mad shit.
Yo, my boy works at McDonald's. Let's go.
I was like, yo, pull up.
So you're one of your biggest moves was in the electrical business. How did you start getting into that?
So I was in middle school, and just like everyone from middle school, you just go to your town high school with everybody that you knew. So I was at, this technical school where there's trades and all these other things, and where she comes from, obviously college is like a big thing, but like she was like, she kind of already knew how I was, so she was like, you should try something more hands-on, this and that. Yo. And I wanted to go to my town school with all my friends and everything, and like that was like from memory like one of the first decisions where I had to kind of go against the crowd.
Sacrifice a little bit.
And then I went to Keefe Tech, and then tried out a bunch of shops. And actually, the shop that I first picked was actually culinary.
I died when you told me that.
Oh, so you're being chefing up, bro?
Because I was like, yo, there's like one class where you can, you do your regular school classes, and the following week you do your shop. And I was like, culinary is like you just get to cook and eat. I was like, word, sign me up. And I was like, I'm gonna just run that.
Bro, that makes so much sense, dude. If you see Joe, if you have Joe on Snap, bro,
I love food.
Dude, this guy. He chefs it up in the kitchen in the breakfast. He cooks some crazy ass breakfast. Not only that, he be visiting like these places, some like exotic ass places, and like take some crazy ass videos and rates the food and all that shit, bro. That's fucking.
That's why I work. My people always hit me up like, yo, like where's this place? Where's this place? And I was like, yeah, maybe I'll start a food Instagram. I'm like, yeah, it's
Joe,
Joe,
our chat is flooding with love for you, man. We have here Tony Woods saying,
shout out everybody.
Tony Woods goes, Keefe Tech Electrical Boys.
Yeah, me and Tony were in the same shop.
Yeah, bro. Dude, so many people here dropping the J, dropping the fire. Everyone was, dude, this whole week, man, once we announced you, I had so many people just come up to me and be like, man, I'm so excited to see Joe on the pod, man.
Bro, I was telling him that out of all our guests, his post got the most likes out of all of them.
Yeah, man.
I was like, dude, this
guy.
I got
mad love for everybody. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it just comes to show how genuine you are, man, and how real you are. And people know that, and people see that. So everything I said here, I know I'm not speaking only for myself, but I'm speaking for a lot of people here around you, man.
He's a straight savage.
Straight paying it forward, putting people on, and that's what I'm trying to do today. Just like empty out, my brain, drop some of that sauce, so everyone else can, because it's not fun at the top by yourself. You got to bring everybody.
No, of course,
that's so true, bro.
With you.
That shows how humble you are, bro. So So you started at Keefe Tech, and
that Keefe Tech.
So you started over there.
We'll block that one out. Oh, it's live.
It's live.
Cancel.
Sorry about that. That one just slipped out.
But yeah, I was at Keefe. I found electrical after, and I just went in there, tried it out. Work with my hands, and it was cool putting shit together and then turning it on. And then, you know, I did some research and I was like, you know, you can make some good money out of this. Because the chef shit, you can't make.
It's hard.
You can, but you gotta be like fucking top one. Like, you gotta be the one.
The food industry is one of the hardest industries to survive. We actually had a whole training and talking, and who was it? Tiago, he brought it up, and he's like, man, like 90% of the people who are in the food industry, they fail within 10 years.
No, not food industry, but like who like open restaurants.
Yeah,
especially restaurants.
But especially like restaurants, but like in general, like
That was actually my thing too. Before like I started doing carpentry and stuff like that, I was gonna go to Johnson and Wales because they have like a fire like program for that, and then I was like, and I started putting like the numbers together and shit, and I was like, bro, like you can make a lot as a chef, but you're working like 120 hours a week, like you have zero time to yourself. Like it was the like, it's dope if you like it, don't get me wrong, but it's something different. Grind. Yeah.
But I found electrical, and then I just started working. I just started going at it because, you know, my thing was like, I don't really want to ever, you know, after McDonald's, I just kind of got a taste of the corporate world, and then, you know, around that time, I actually got onto my first book. One of my boys' dads put me on to Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I love that book.
Oh shit!
Shout, you know, that's Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah,
like, he changed my life.
Some knowledge.
Because you read that book and then you're like, it opens up like a third eye, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I was like, so that's how that guy driving that car probably.
Yeah, reading. Yo, but if you think about it, a lot of people that like are successful and they're like doing their own thing, they always mention that book. They're like, yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad opened the doors for me wide open.
Yeah,
like,
that or Think or Grow Rich.
So we were talking about that at the gym yesterday. There's like 3 to 4 or maybe even 5 main books that like are the must reads if you're like really trying to go after entrepreneurship and like make better yourself. And all these other books, they're kind of like revolved around these books,
like little add-ons.
Yeah, to these books. And I mean, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I have a list.
Bunch of pieces to the puzzle,
like
right, bro?
48 Laws of Power, books like that.
Bro, I'll say for everyone out there who's also trying to get into sales, The Greatest Salesman in the World by O.G. Mondino. That's a great one. Objections, great book. Dude, I have about a few here that I've been reading. And Principles by Ray Dalio too, guys.
Bro, I'm always going to suggest the 10X from Grant Cardone. Bro, he
just put out a new book with his wife.
He's a savage, bro. Like I said, mentioned last episode, bro. That guy speaks to me, bro. He doesn't beat around the bush. He just lays it right on you, and like he just, like I said, bro. Like he tells you to 10x your everything, bro. Your goals, your expectations, everything, bro. Because that's gonna bring you to the higher potential.
I mean, Joe, you mentioned something real quick, like middle school going into high school, you had to go the separate way from the crowd. A lot of people have difficulty doing that, even now as adults. How was that for you as a kid? Like middle school going into that and seeing all your friends go on a path. You want to be cool with them. You want to go to the cool high school. Because I went through that. I went to Keefe too. And I saw all my friends going into FHS, and I wanted to be with the cool kids and hang out with them and this and that. But I wanted to go actually try electrical. I tried electrical. I don't know if you knew that, but I actually tried electrical at Keefe Tech. Yeah, I did it for 1 year, and it was great. It was awesome. I'm a very hands-on. I love being hands-on. So it was a cool experience. But point of the story, I mean, how was that for you, man?
Biggest thing that I still implemented somehow that day came to my brain that I always run right now is delayed gratification.
Boom.
Right. So it's like, you know.
So you were patient. You knew it was coming. Your day was coming. Yeah.
So I was like. Well, I mean, like I don't really. Biggest thing I do is just focus on what's right in front of me, and then I know shit's gonna play out as long as I'm putting the energy in the right place and I'm putting, doing the right thing. So I mean, I got into the electrical there. I was started working my junior year. I actually thought about the other day. I've been doing electrical 10 years.
That's crazy.
Wow,
it's crazy to say out loud.
Joe, how old are you?
I just turned 25 last month.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane where you're 25 years old and you have already accomplished so many awesome things, bro. And it comes to show, it doesn't matter what the fuck your age are. If you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you're persistent, you're consistent, and you got discipline, you can achieve whatever the hell you want.
And I feel like I still really haven't done shit.
No, that's a good mindset, though. That's a good mindset, though.
That's how you're supposed to feel, bro. And it's just like, at the end of the day, we all go through the same path, but it all depends on how we go through that path. Because you definitely went through the same distractions. You went through the same, challenges and all that. But there's something unique about it. How did you, literally like just shut that shit all away and started focus on, bam, I want to do electrical. Because if you think about it, you studied to do electrical, and then when you leave high school, you want to work for someone. But that really wasn't the case.
Yeah, so from Kiev, I just started working, and then when I realized, I was like, I need capital to get to where I want to be in life. At the end of the day, people say, money isn't everything, but money solves a lot of things and lets you put your time and energy into, real things, to the right things. So it's like, where do I get to that money line? So I was like, okay, the electrical is good. So I just went all in on it. I was doing, you got to do to get your journeyman license in Mass. That's like the first license to get your, to be able to do work. So you got to do 4 years, basically what it comes down to. It's 8,000 work hours and 6,000 class hours.
Holy fuck.
I was start working my junior year, and then I was going 2 nights a week. It's like, I'll never forget it. Tuesdays and Thursdays, after working a full day of work, I would drive to Westwood to go to this school called Peterson, and I would go there from 6 to 10 o'clock, 2 nights a week for 2 10-month courses.
Wow.
That comes to show one thing. A lot of people, they see where you're at today. They're like, oh, yeah, Joe's a killer, this is that. But no one sees the hard work you had to do in the background to get where you got today.
After climbing in attics, sweating all day.
Oh, my God.
And Joe,
myself,
let me fast forward a little bit to now work and all that. But you were telling me you had a little hiccup even in high school too, right? With Kiev Tech?
Yeah, I mean, I ended up getting kicked out of Kiev Tech.
What the fuck you do,
Look at this, bro.
Because I was, just young and stupid, smoking
Little shithead.
weed, selling weed, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then ended up basically getting, kind of expelled from Kiev. And that was like, I was like, that's my career. You know what I mean? My freshman, sophomore year. And then sophomore year, I basically ended up getting kicked out of there because I, can't be there. And then that was like, my career, my next steps is like, I got to be in here to learn and keep it going. So I got kicked out, and then I had to go back to Ashland. But I still, stayed consistent with it. I still did whatever had to be done. If it was, I was working after hours, or I was trying to, find other companies that would take me. Because Kiev did like a co-op program you just put in through Kiev, but all that went away. So then I had to.
You had to chase it on your
own. I
own.
had to get it myself. So then I just found a company.
In that moment where you got expelled, I mean, that was tough. Not just for you, but I'm pretty sure for your family too, because you were in a great path. You're doing. Your mom was probably, wow, yeah, my son's finally doing something. Like, she was happy, pumped, and then you get expelled. Like, how was that to your mom?
Bless my
to your
mom
family?
again. I mean, I basically grew up with my mom. My dad wasn't really around too much, so like my mom, like I just remember because she would always, whenever I'd get called to the principal's office, I mean, she had a rough time raising my brother. He's all good now, but like before, he also,
So she was like, "Damn, Joe, I'm gonna go after."
She was like, and she's like old school, straight Russian.
And I was about to say she's a Russian mom, bro.
Like
straight, what was it, Chernobyl, bro?
So every time I'd get called down, like I didn't care what happened to me. I didn't care what I had to go through. I just knew that the principal was gonna make a call to her, and like
You're like, shh.
It wasn't even that she'd get. It was just like
You'd be hurting her.
Nah, because
it hurt
letting
me
her down.
Yeah,
stress,
you saw
and I
that
was
she had a lot on her plate, and then kept adding on. You're just hurting her more and more, and then you basically got to a point that you're like, man, I gotta stop all this shit. I gotta take this shit seriously.
Yeah, and then that's when it really clicked for me because I mean I used to smoke a ton of weed, and it was bad, and like that's. Right then I realized I was like, if I'm going to go to school, I got to retain as much as I possibly can because the goal ultimately is to, if I'm going to go into electrical, I'm going to take it all the way. And what's all the way? Ultimately, you work your way up, you get your hours, and then you start your own shit.
Yeah.
So that's when I quit weed, and then when doing all the school stuff and just trying to retain as much because weed just, me personally, I know it's different for everybody, but like me, it was like, made me stupid. I'd forget shit. Like I'll smoke very occasionally here, like maybe a couple times a year, if that. But like back then, I just had to cut it all out and just go all in on that. And I just remember when I got to my first company, I would always see my boss, had his guys running the crews. He would just drive around in his nice car, show up to the jobs, check everything out.
Like, I want that.
Wasn't getting dirty. I was like, damn, like that's the goals. And then I was just like, I don't know, how I'm going to get there. I don't know if that's even a reality. And then after I got my master's license, I was like, okay, so that's the next
First step right there.
Yeah, so the master's is like the highest electrical license you can get. That's 5 years. So the 5th year, I got my master's, and then, I was just like, getting like at most you can get like 45 an hour-ish.
With just the master's?
Just the master's. And I was like, really did the math on that, and then if you're W2, take away 30-40%, and I was like,
this ain't it.
I was like, this ain't it. And then I tried like I tried stocks. That shit's just like not too much work, and like I can't.
It's a
do all
lot of
that.
research, yeah.
And then I was like, so how can I get to that? How can I get more capital? Like, and the next thing was like just to make as much money as possible somehow. And then I was trying real estate and all this, and it was like in a W-2, it was just so hard because you're basically literally limited.
You're on a sink, there's a cap.
There's a ceiling. And, fortunately enough, like I ended up going out on my own. And then when I was out on my own, doing the electrical, started my own thing, I was like, okay, so this is literally as far as like you could possibly go in this field is owning your own business. And even then, you
still got to do a lot of work.
And I was still making, good money, decent money, but not to that like next level type shit that you see people living like, with the crazy cars and the investment properties,
financial freedom,
and the boats, and literally not having to, worry about money ever again. But that you very hard to get to that point.
Hell yeah.
Still even running your own stuff. And I mean, people take like 10 years to open up a business.
Until it's like actually established. Yeah.
And then I got blessed with Sunrun. And it was a funny how I found out about Sunrun actually.
Tony actually just commented, and it brought up a name that was even part of my life too. He says, we have to shout out Mr. Murphy. Mr. Murphy, dude, electrical teacher at Keefe Tech.
So Dan Murphy,
he's out. He's not there anymore.
No, I know. I run into him.
Yeah.
It's funny because I joined this like networking group in Ashland, and
for like electrical.
So they have like every single trade, like real estate agents, insurance, all this stuff, and then they had their electrician leave, and I was like, oh, who's the electrician? And they're like, oh, it's this Dan Murphy guy.
You're like, nah.
And I was like, no way. He was literally my shop teacher.
He's my shop teacher too. Yeah, awesome guy.
And then it's crazy because he got my number by word of mouth because he was looking to get some help, and then he reached out to me, and he's like, wait, Joe Notkin? Like, this is the teacher that I got kicked out from, who I got basically, got kicked out of school. I was under him.
Did you get smoking in the shop?
No.
Okay.
No. Crazy. It was like a mix of a bunch of stuff added up. But basically, like, he was reaching out to me at like about a year ago, and he was like, yo, like, getting busy right now, maybe an extra hand, stuff like that. And then I ran into him at the supply house, and it's just like
supposed to happen.
Out of like all the people in the shop, basically me, and then there was one of my other boys, Josh Trahan. We were basically the only ones that made it out of there and actually took the electrical as far as it can go. And it's just crazy to see that play back, because he was like the teacher, like, oh, this kid's a fuck
he's
up,
not doing shit,
not doing shit, he's doing all this, getting in trouble, and got kicked out, like, oh, he's just gonna be like,
he's gotta go back to McDonald's.
And then I ended up literally like, oh, he's gonna just end up back at McDonald's. And then I ended up doing what I'm doing now, running, literally my own business the past 2 years. I got 2 guys full time.
I was about to say, bro,
shout out Zeke.
Zeke, man. Dude, Zeke's a guy that we definitely want to bring on.
He's gotta be on,
he's amazing, bro. His spirit, his energy is just through the roof. He loves what he's doing. He loves being there.
That's so true.
By the things that he posts, he loves what he's working with. He loves working for you, and I think it's pretty cool, bro. Just how you started. You basically started the business on your own. Mm-hmm. You built it up to a point that you saw that it wasn't really filling for you, but you saw the opportunity to find some good some good people that you can add onto your team.
Fortunate enough to find, because when I first, everyone sees now, it's like, it's basically, I got it self-sufficient. I haven't been in the field in like over a year and a half.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like,
that's the goal right there.
And just have it just flowing. But when I first went out on my own, it was just me. Bought my boss's old van, bought the van, loaded up with tools, and then literally just went out there just chasing work, just me. And, I used to fill up the Beamer I had before the van. I used to have my little ladder, the 4-foot ladder in the Beamer in the back, and then like this 2002 BMW with tools and all this. Literally, there was no heat in there. I had a little battery-packed fan sitting right in the passenger seat, hot summer days. I was going to jobs, this and that.
It comes to show me, when you love something, it's not work. It's just you're doing what you got to do.
The grind, bro. It's just what you have to do to get to a certain spot. You know what I mean, dude? It's truly inspiring, man. And how it all played out too, it's just you having a friend like Zeke, Eddie in the team as well. Eddie's,
and like you're saying, the grind.
The grind, bro.
Zeke actually, he posted, I forget what he posted on, but it was a quote. It was like, when you learn to love the journey, accomplishments become side effects.
Wow. Say that again.
When you learn to love the journey, accomplishments become side effects.
Guys, dude, he should be charging at least $1 million for that phrase right there.
Yeah, everybody hope to get pen and notepad out.
For real.
Honestly, bro. And then once you got your business, situated, and you got, Zeke and Eddie running all over the place for you, hitting these appointments, and then you found the opportunity to jump on something else.
So I found Sunrun back before I hired Zeke, because Zeke was at another. Zeke, I mean, he's literally one of the best electricians you can get right now, because he literally will do everything from A to B. Like, you
guys used to actually work together, like in the same company, right?
Yeah, we worked together in the second company I was at. He came over for a little bit, and then he ended up going to a really good company, and he was super happy there with everything. And when I found Sunrun, because I was still in the field, and I had a helper, Omar. Me and him were banging workout, and then I was like, the Sunrun. Funny story about the Sunrun thing. The way I found out about it, I was doing a job for this guy. Maybe that day we were just doing like a panel swap, and then the guy was like, "Oh, like, I'm interested in solar. Do you know anything about it?" I was like, "I don't know anything about it, but like,
let me look into it."
I was like, "I actually got a buddy," and then Guy Sales, he's the one who got me in there. Shout out Guy.
Shout out to Guy, man.
Yeah, literally, like the first bridge, and then literally branched out into everything was because of Guy. So Guy was like, "Yeah, anybody know, $1,000 referral. If you pass anybody who's interested, and they go through." And then I was like, so I was there that day, busting my ass for 8 hours. Still walked away with like $2,000, net after expenses and everything, but like busted my ass for that $2,000.
All day working.
All day, and then Guy's over here like, "Oh, I'll give you $1,000. Just let me know." I was like, hold on.
That's half of what I just made. Wait
and then I was like, hold on. If he's giving out $1,000, what the fuck is he making off of this shit? And then I literally had to grab Guy by the neck, and I was like, "Yo, like, what's up with this?" And then he's like, "Come to a meeting." I came to a meeting, and then like
it was a wrap.
It was a wrap. The rest is history.
You can tell by his last name too, man. Sales. Guy's always been a good salesman, bro.
Dude, always
doing it. And then right when he hit solar, bro, it was just like
he was already a killer in Verizon.
Yeah,
man.
killer in Verizon.
Phones.
Yeah,
the guy got a free Rolex because of how good of a salesperson he was.
Started at Cricket Wireless, like downtown Framingham.
Yeah, right here.
Really?
Yeah, that ratchet ass place.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
humble beginnings,
Yeah,
you gotta
bro.
go through that.
Dude, it's crazy. And one thing, Joe, that really touched me, man, that I saw you do recently, I think it was the end of the year. You took the boys to a game. First, you took them to a dinner, and then you took them to a Celtics game.
Fire.
And that for me was beautiful, because it comes to show you're a young entrepreneur. You're starting your business. Things are always great. We have ups and downs in life all the time. Money, for a business, money isn't always coming in the best way possible, but you still took your time no matter where you were, and you took your time to appreciate your guys. And a lot of bosses out there don't do that. And the fact that you stopped to think about that, and you took them out to that nice appreciation dinner, and then that awesome game at the end, bro, I was like, bro, fuck yes, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're an example of a boss. You're an example of a young entrepreneur that's really trying to make the difference, not just for you, but for other people too.
Because I remember when I was working, they'd have like the Christmas parties and this and the Christmas
just buy you
bonuses
fucking pizzas,
and like get you some shit, maybe a couple $100, $500 bonus, whatever that is. And I was like, instead of me just giving them money, because it's like
experience.
I was like, why don't I give them an experience, something that I would have loved to experience.
That's dope, bro.
They both never been to that restaurant, and I'm pretty sure Eddie's been to Celtics games. That was Zeke's first Celtics game.
That's
ever.
fire.
And you guys got great seats too.
Yeah, it was not I didn't hold.
You
back
didn't go
on
cheap about it. You did it from the heart. You could see that what you did was genuinely.
And it doesn't hurt that it's a little tax write-off too. You know what I'm saying?
We'll keep that to the account. But yeah, we went to Mastro's Bomb Spot.
Oh shit!
Really good dinner.
Awesome.
We had dinner
Where's
there.
that at?
It's Seaport.
I need to hit that
That's
place
like
too.
the restaurant.
Really good steakhouse, and then I got seats like I think it was like 5 rows back.
Yeah, it was like
from the
row
court
4,
side.
row 5. I think you're at.
Yeah, and
So
I was like,
dope.
instead of me giving them like $500, $1,000 bonus, you know, like it wasn't even about the money. And I was like, this experience, you know,
Something that you don't really forget, man.
That's
we'll
so
never
true.
forget that.
That's
And
so
it's
true.
priceless, man. I'm pretty sure the same way I was impacted with that reel and like story that you did.
Motivational for other
You
people.
motivated a lot of people with that.
100%.
Bro. You
I
did,
mad
bro.
people hit me up about it, and I'm like,
That was beautiful.
I'm all
man.
about paying it forward.
They're
and
like, Joe, let me work for you.
like, yo, you hired?
Yeah, bro. You know, it shows, man. It shows the appreciation that Joe has for his work. You know, for the people that works for him. You know, a lot of people they start losing kind of interest in where they work because they don't feel they appreciate them. The owners don't appreciate
that's
what
so
they
true.
do. You know, and it's special, man. It's good that you show the love. It's good that you show the appreciation.
'Cause without them, I wouldn't be nowhere near where I'm at. I literally
Exactly,
wouldn't be
man.
here where I'm at without, you know, everyone else. So it's
Yeah.
like you gotta,
Like you said in the beginning, no one does it alone, man.
no one does.
I have a
it.
question.
Relationships.
If it wasn't for them, would you quit being an electrician to jump into Sunrun?
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't even hesitate for that answer.
Just financially, it's just like
It's insane.
It's
Like the way you weigh it out.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's like I can't.
Before
even
we jump into
speak it.
Sunrun, we got this beautiful table right here. Awesome. Guys, think about like a perfectionist company that truly wants to make the difference in the marble and granite world. Eric, you always talk about it and you always bring it up, but today I want to talk about New View, man, because it's too easy for you to talk about your own business, but I'm me just being outside and seeing everything you guys do.
Be my guest, homie. Be my guest.
Hit up Eric and his team because these guys go above and beyond for all you homeowners, for all you people who want to do something different, a special touch to your home. It don't matter what it is. If you want a vanity, if you want an island, if you want your fireplace, you want to put stone all over your fireplace, you want to do a whole backsplash with stone, you want to do what do you call those, Eric, with the showers? How you guys have the shower boxes all stone?
Shower walls.
Shower walls.
Yes, sir.
Anything you guys need, custom work. These guys got how many slabs out there?
More than 300.
More than 300 slabs. I even learned something. You guys know that the lines, let's do some educational right now. You know what the lines on a stone are called? Veins.
Yes, sir.
Eric taught me. I did not know that. That was pretty interesting.
the
Yeah,
seams,
man. The
look for the
veins.
seams.
You
Yeah,
know, the seams. You know, so we do all these type of works. We do dining room tables that the legs are made out of stone
Like the
too.
big tables?
Yeah. You know, I have some in my house. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's amazing. It weighs more than 1,000 pounds, but you know, it
looks good.
it's amazing, bro. It's pretty
they're
cool.
solid.
Who needs the gym?
I've danced on them. They're solid.
Yeah.
Eric, I know what number should they call and tell them how they can contact you guys.
508-541-3909. That is the company's number, or you can go to our website, newviewgranite.com, and fill out an estimate sheet, and then we'll contact you as soon as possible. Yo, Richie, you know, if you need a job, man, you did pretty good. You know,
With
if you-
sales?
Yeah.
Hey, I think I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Yo, speaking about sales, Richie, you know, it's a big move that you did, Joe, moving from being an electrician to selling solar. It's kind of different, right? You're not really a salesman when you're doing being like in the electrician.
Completely different. I went from getting calls of like, hey, I need this done. Can you come out and do it? To arguably one of the hardest jobs that you could possibly do.
Door-to-door knocking sales, I think, in my opinion, is the hardest.
Yeah,
sales.
because there's a
Like,
difference about inbound selling and outbound selling. Inbound selling is when the customer comes to you. That is like, okay, they're already having like the idea of already spending money, or they're having the idea of already wanting to buy something.
Or needing a service.
Mm-hmm. Outbound selling is when you have to go out and find that, which is savage, but it's a whole different type of world. You know, even people like, you know, you talked about Verizon or like T-Mobile, you know, people are coming in and you got to sell to them. They're coming to you.
They have an interest already.
You have to basically convince the people to believe in your product or your program. And that's the hard part. The nose, the door slams on your face. Like, how does that even motivate you to keep going? So what was like one of the first experience that you went through like that you were like, holy fuck, what kind of world am I in right now?
I mean, I've never walked around, knocked on people's doors and, you know, try to pitch them anything or besides, you know, show up there because
They called you.
they call me, or I know them, or I'm showing up to the house. But then like pulling up on a street and parking your car and then walking around and hitting every single door. But it's like
You went from an owner to a door knocker,
yeah.
and that mentally is tough.
And yeah, it was crazy because as I'm walking around, knocking on these people's doors, and they're shutting the doors in my face, thinking I'm just some, whatever guy. I'm over here
Some
in
regular
the back of my
ass
head, and
salesman.
I'm just like, this is humbling. It's good. It's real shit. Like if I knew that there was, door to door sales, I wouldn't even gone to high school.
Yeah.
Because what you learn from the door to door, sales in general is a skill that you need for everything in life.
That's so true.
It's the number one, you need to know how to sell. You need to, because everything is sales. Literally every interaction you have throughout the day.
What's one thing you took the most so far, like from doing the Sunrun and everything?
Literally just how to read people, how to talk to people, how to
Persuade.
as long as your intention is good and, you have their, the best will at heart, and you're not going out there and, scamming or fucking people over. There's actually a positive way to persuade people into the right direction. Because I've knocked on people's doors. I actually posted on my Instagram the other day. This lady texted me. She's like,
I saw that. That was so dope.
I knocked on her door and she was like, I'm never doing solar. Like, get off my door. Like, I don't do door to door people. I don't do solicitors, this and that. And then I was like, my conviction is that I was like, I know I can't hurt your situation. I was like, you know what I mean? So
I'm only here to make it better for you.
You maybe you're not going to like me right now. You're going to be a little upset right now because, it might be, pushy a little bit. But in the end, you're going to be thanking me. That's always my mentality. And then, close to 70, 80 installs I have over the past year. And then like every single one of my customers is super happy.
Bro, and it's dope that you said that because I actually saw the post. She texted you like the picture of her like kilowatt usage and like to
80,
like the
80% less
bro,
power.
her bill went from like, it was like 1,000 something, whatever, to like 200 something.
to like
some
250.
Crazy. And then she texted
bill,
Joe.
80%.
Yeah, she texted, she was like, oh, thank you so much, Joe. Like, I really appreciate you, this, and that. And then after all that, she's like, oh, and I need my panels changed here. And I was like,
This
dude,
and this and this.
double dipping, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What I see right there, what I actually want to know is that when you see all those red flags from her, how did you approach that?
So, the biggest thing with door-to-door sales is, you never, it's all mentality, it's all about, picking out what is, because people, no matter what, like people, it's funny, because I work with Lucas Fare a lot. Shout out Lucas. He's
on the chat. He's in the chat.
One of them, there's sometimes people that literally be like, oh no, we'll like knock the door and they'll be like, oh no, we're all set. And they'll like close the door. Or they'll be like, oh no, we'll call you. And it's a funny joke that we have. It's like that. Well, we won't even say who we are, where we're from. And they'll be like, oh no, we know, we're good. We'll call you. And they close the door. And then we're like, when the wife turns around, the husband's like, who was that? And he was like, oh, it was wait, I don't even know. Because the natural instinct of the brain is like people just,
No, I'm good.
like, yeah, no, we'll call you. And then they close the door and it's like, and then they're like, let's call them. And she's like, I don't know who to call. Because we have no idea who the fuck was that. And then so like people, same thing, coming back to the mentality of just knowing that, I'm here to better your situation, not to worsen it. So it's like, that's why, sometimes people say like door to door, like sales people are pushy. But like literally the whole world revolves around sales. Like we wouldn't have anything we have in this entire world if there was no salespeople.
Yeah, so true.
Everything is sales. So it's like,
Yeah, dude, the millionaires, the billionaires, they always say like, oh, they ask, people ask them like, what's the first step we should take? What kind of job should we do? They always say sales.
That's true.
The amount of experience that you gain from that, the way, like Joe said, the way you talk to someone, the way you read the person, knowing, you can tell by if they're having a good or bad day. Today, a customer came in pissed as fuck at his wife. And I had nothing to do with it. And then he coming at me like on my neck. What I did, I held it in.
You de-escalated.
I de-escalated and I brought him down. And at the end of the conversation,
like, hey man, yeah, fuck that bitch. Anyway, we got this table here on set.
Yeah, it's just like how wives can get under your nerves nowadays. But at the end of the conversation, man, he dapped me up. He's like, "Oh man, thank you so much for your help." Da da da. It's so cool how like it changes.
Tiago and Felipe, shout out to Tiago and Felipe from Sunrun, the big bosses out there, the regional managers. They're leading this whole team. He said something, and it's really cool, man. Sales is a transfer of energy. And at the end of the day, it's all about how you can control that energy. And once you learn how to control that energy and transfer that energy to someone else, it helps you with everything in your life. It helps you whenever you're going to go on a date. It helps you whenever you're going to go maybe present yourself to another job. It helps you in everything, man. Everything you're doing, you're always selling yourself, right? And your job always starts when you hear what? A no.
When you hear
that's when your job starts. Because if everyone just says yes to you all the time, you're just an order taker. You become a salesperson when you hear that no, and that's when, like, boom, your clock.
And we bring this topic a lot in our podcast, dude. It's just like, you hearing a no, that's okay. Don't stop there. A lot of people, they get a no, or they a bad thing happens to them, and they just stop, and they just give up. Don't give up. Maybe that person doesn't want to do it, but maybe the next will. Maybe the next 3 will, the next 4, and maybe not.
The biggest thing is, like, if you knew, if I get these 10 no's, the 11th one is a yes, how fast will you go out there and get those 10 no's? Yeah. Right? And there's always going to be no's, and there's always going to be adversity, and you're always going to go through shit, because that's how life is. Nobody who's, where you want to be in life.
It's like that saying they say, you miss every shot you don't take.
Yeah, man. And like Joe said, bro, it's like it's the type of mind that there's bigger things yet to come.
Exactly.
It's not giving up, man.
The soul is like the door-to-door, which translates to how I am. Mentally got me where I'm at, to got how I'm at physically, how I'm at financially, how I'm at spiritually. Because, like, right now, I'm peak performance mode. Like,
hell yeah, dude.
I'm too tapped in, I can't tap out.
Yeah, bro. That's
and
sick,
everything.
Bro. That's
I'm just
sick.
like,
it's crazy how like it leads you to work on other aspects in your life. Like you said, the mental, the physical. I've been seeing you at the gym almost every fucking day. Dude, I'm seeing Davi in the gym almost every day, dude, and I'm loving it. Richie, what I mean, dude, it's like it's awesome, bro. It's good to see your friends doing good, man. It's good to see people in progress. It's good to be, it's just, oh man, I just love it. I love the energy, man. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm proud of my whole team. Honestly, to the top. Like I said, it doesn't stop here. The sky is not the limit. A
big thing that, again, relationships, friends, and people you surround yourself with, right, Joe? This week, I went to the gym, and there was a moment where I went to go put my pants on that I haven't worn, these khakis. And the moment I put it on, it was super loose. And then when I saw it, I was like, no way, bro. I take a picture, I sent it to the boys. I was like, yo, guys, holy crap, look at this, bro. Like, my pants are super loose. And I was like, these guys are, yeah, Richie, let's go, bro. So, dude, it makes a difference. You have the right people in your life that are going to cheer you on and are going to be there to truly clap for your successes. You don't need to do anything for anyone else. You're doing it for yourself at the end of the day, and I understand that. But getting people to support you and transfer that energy to you and really pump you and get you going in those moments that you think that, oh man, no one's seeing what I'm doing, because you think about shit like that sometimes too. We're humans, we want to impress people around us. We want to impress those who we love. We want to make, like Felipe said, we want to make people proud.
And you want to be part of something bigger too.
Exactly. Yeah. So, man, thank you too, man. You guys are always supporting me. Joe, you too, man. Always supporting me, giving me, yo, Rich, let's go, bro. You're savage. Keep going. It's been a great 3 weeks.
Tell me who your friends are. I'll tell you who you are. Your network is your net worth.
1 month in the gym in 4 days, bro. 1 month in the gym.
Good shit,
let's
bro.
Go.
Good shit.
When I saw Richie start hitting the gym, and then he was talking about coming to Sunrun, I was like, his life is literally going to change.
A lot of change.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
in
bro.
the best way.
Let's
and like
go.
you're just getting
and he said it too the other day. We were on FaceTime. He was talking about, he's like, dude, everything's changed. Like my outlook, like I'm coming home happier. Like I've been like feeling better, looking better, like everything, yo. Everything correlates.
Hell yeah. Feel good, look good, play good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of playing good, bro, I want to ask you, Joe. So with everything you have on your plate, bro, with being a business owner, starting Sunrun, fucking killing it, bro. Like you said, 80, what did you say, 80 installs in a year?
I think my year to date is like 70, 80.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's insane. Like, how do you balance like that with life, bro? Because you travel a lot too. You like to have fun. Like you go to a lot of these Sunrun events, and you be going out to dope places to eat, hanging out with friends. Like, what do you do?
Parties.
How do you balance all that out?
Yeah,
it's a lot. So this is the first thing. It's like I live by Google Calendar. If you don't have Google Calendar,
you're fucking up.
Like this is like my month.
Holy shit.
Like everything down to a T. Because at the end of the day, it's so much shit to remember that you'll never be able to remember it all, and you'll stress it out. So I utilize Google Calendar. I utilize notes, and then just a non-negotiable structure of there's these certain things I have to do and they have to get done. and that started with waking up earlier. Like my routine now is like Monday through Friday, like non-negotiable. You know, I wake up around like 5, 6. I hit the gym first. Gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll do jujitsu in the morning. So I gotta get the fitness, get the blood going. You know, get everything going in the morning. That helps me, you know, wake up energized throughout the day. And then, you know, just by if it's progressing Sunrun accounts, you know, get all that stuff done in the morning. My electrical accounts, permits, all that stuff. You know, I make time, cut out blocks of time for that. And then, you know, usually during the day from like 2 to 8, I'll be doing, you know, either door knocking or appointments or follow-ups or stuff like that, progressing all that. And then I'm in bed by like 9, 10 o'clock every night, Monday through Friday. I started, you know, ordering meal prep, stuff like that. So I'm, you know, Monday through Friday eating clean, you know, not going out eating bullshit. Just save that for the weekends.
Nah, but when you go out to spaces, you go out to eat too. It's not bullshit, yo. You're eating good, bro. It's high quality food.
Yeah. That's why I work, because like that's like one of the best benefits of life is going out there and experiences, because you got to experience it.
You got to treat yourself.
You have to treat yourself.
I was about to say that, man. Treating yourself is very important. And how much does that mean to you, Joe? Because I mean, you're a hard worker. We all have heard so many things right now that you're working hard, hustling, doing your thing. But man, you're a human. You have fun, and I see the stuff you do, and you know how to have fun.
Hell yeah.
You party. You love drinking with your friends. You love having a fun time at the club.
I'm a witness.
You love going to a nice restaurant. Like, what does that mean to you? What's the bigger picture behind that?
It means everything. It's the whole reason I do, you know, the whole reason I wake, because every day I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up early. I don't want to go to the gym every day. And I've been doing it for the past like 2 years straight. You know what I mean? It's, like I said, non-negotiables. You know, when you wake up, you go brush your teeth. You wake up, you got to do this, you got to do that. Just make them non-negotiables in your brain. This is things I got to do. And again, delayed gratification. It's all going to pay off in the end. Especially with Sunrun. Bro. Like, you know, I started out, you know, your first 6 months are like rough. Because it's like, first of all,
it's the build up.
It's like you're going on a crazy roller coaster. I mean, I got pushed to a point where I was going to quit because I was like, just got so much rejection. The shit was hitting the fan. And I was like, how am I going to, now I have 2 people working full time.
It's not just
I
your
got
life.
Payroll coming. You know, payroll doesn't wait for anybody.
That's so true.
You know, all that shit. I gotta. You know, now I'll pretty much have, you know, their
people that depend on
financial
you.
lives depending on me. So that shit was like, you know what I mean. And I literally got to a point where I was like, yo, like, you know, if I'm gonna feel this way with all this shit that I was going through with Sunrun, I was like, I don't even want the money. Like, you know, fuck all this. But then like, coming back to the non-negotiables and knowing that in the end it's all going to work out as long as you keep putting in that constant effort every single. That was the biggest thing I learned. I was like, how do these people get rich so quick? Thinking it's quick, all this Instagram shit. Like, how do they get all there? Like, what's really the secret? There's no secret besides hard work. And just once you accept that it's going to take, you know, some time.
There's pain involved.
And there's pain involved. And there's, you know, you're going to have to lose some things. You're going to have to, you know, miss out on some events. Like, when I started Sunrun, like you know, the whole first year, I was like, I'm literally going to do nothing else but this. You know, I'm not going to be going out. I'm not going to be hanging. And that actually helped, you know, clean my circle of friends. I mean, luckily I have a really good circle of friends, but I mean, people that I used to
weeded out though, the ones that weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah, because I used to. I mean, when I first started Sunrun, I was like, working on Saturday. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you go out Friday night, you go out Saturday, and then like, you know,
chill Sunday.
Even on Sunday, right?
Yeah, even Sunday. And I was like, but that Saturday is a platinum day for solar. So
for sales
for
in
sales.
general. Yeah.
Saturdays?
Because everyone's home, you know, stuff like that. And then, you know, I was like, you know, if this is what it's going to take, if I'm going to have to miss out going out. And, you know, I see, I mean, all my friends or people that I know always going out, having mad fun. And then I'd be, you know, at home watching podcasts, reading audiobooks, and then like going to sleep early because I knew I had to wake up the next day. So like all that shit, just like delayed gratification again. It's like
taking 5 steps back to launch yourself forward.
And the pressure has been the best thing, because I put myself in situations where I don't know what the outcome is, and I don't know, you know, it's going to be hard, you know, really hard. And then when you put the pressure on you, that's when you really perform the best. And it's like, you know,
yeah, I mean,
diamonds get made under pressure, and that's not a
Someone
diamond.
said that to me today, bro.
It crumbles and turns into dust. So the pressure either it makes you or it breaks you.
Facts,
so
bro.
Yeah, good things don't come easy, man.
It's 2 things, bro, that I heard today too. Is really cool. I love this phrase. In life, whenever you're doing something that's pushing you to grow and pushing you to become better, there's gonna be 2 feelings involved. If you're feeling nervous and excited about something, it means you're growing. Because let's use an example. You're gonna go speak to thousands of people, you're going to be feeling nervous as hell, but you're also going to be super excited. If you feel that, it's because you're in the position that you're growing. You know, it's pushing you to be uncomfortable. It's pushing you to not be the regular
Don't want to be
environment that you're in. You know what I mean? It takes you out of your comfort zone, and it's beautiful, man. It's different.
Complacency kills. You know, if you're not going out there and challenging yourself, like I hated like cold plunges or cold showers. I hate that. You know, jiu-jitsu, it's not easy. I hate that.
Waking up at 6
waking up at 6, going to the gym, doing all that shit. I hate that. But every day, you know, Andy Frisella, he has like that. He's invented the 75 hard program, and he had this. You know, I listen to a lot of it podcasts.
Such a hard
and
program,
it's like,
bro.
Yeah, it's rough.
I failed.
But
I gotta start over.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Hard.
How'd you feel?
Bro, so you got to work out twice a day. You got to read 10 pages a day. You got to drink a gallon of water a day. No cheat meals. You got to follow a diet. And what's the last one?
One workout has to be outside.
One workout has to be outside. So I was doing really well, but it came to Sunday, I was exhausted because I was working. Since I started at Sunrun, I was working every day from like 12 to 1 to 8 every day, and getting home at like 9:30 because I was closing deals around 8 o'clock. So Sunday, it just came to a point where my schedule was full from all the door knocking I did during the week. I had some appointments for Sunday. So I set those appointments up. I closed 2 deals on Sunday. I come back home. I was like, man, before I go and go to the gym and go do what I got to do, I'm going to take a little nap. And I knocked out. I missed it. And I didn't work out that day. And I was like, damn, bro. So now what? Today is Wednesday. Yeah, I told myself that. Spike today called me out on it. He's like, Rich, man, 75 hard, bro. And I was like, I know, man. I need to restart it.
Sorry, you're restarting.
Saying you're in day 25 and you fail, you got to start all the way back at day 1.
Damn, that fucking sucks.
Discipline, bro. It's a different mental
It'll
game.
change your life in the best way.
Yeah.
Like Spike's
It
going
really
through
is.
it right now. Felipe's done it.
Felipe just finished, man.
Him and his girl.
Him and his
together.
girl,
It's
bro.
cool.
And he posted videos of him doing it during the winter.
During the winter,
he started
outside,
it during the winter on
snowing,
purpose
all that
because he
shit.
wanted to have that challenge.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You gotta challenge yourself.
That's crazy.
Dude, I love seeing it, bro. I love seeing the routine. I love seeing the discipline. You know, I one thing that I love as well is just keeping your schedule busy. You know, I understand that you get tired one day and like you just want to like throw it out everything through the window. But bro, that's not the point. You know what I mean? It's just like you're tired for a reason. You're tired because you put in work. So you got to see the good things out of it. You know, I love keeping my schedule busy. I love putting more pressure on myself. I love, like I told you guys, I love the stress, man. You know, stress is good. You know, stress means that you're fucking working towards something.
You look halfway full or halfway empty.
Yeah, bro. Keeping that routine. You know, it doesn't have to be the same routine every day, but as long as you're, implementing the right things, moving up towards your goal, that's the way you got to go.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing about bringing having your schedule full. I was talking to my girl about this, how even if you don't have like a lot of shit throughout your day, if it's just like, oh, you go to work, you go to the gym, eat breakfast, brush teeth, whatever, still lay that shit out on like a to-do list, and as you go, cross it off. Boom.
Andy Frisella had that.
Yeah,
the power list.
Yep, and literally, bro, even if it's the most mundane task, just cross it off. Boom, boom. Because every time you hit
You'll
something
get
on
that
it,
dopamine hit.
exactly, you're like, word, boom, next, boom, next, boom,
You'll
next.
feel accomplished. at the end of the
And one
day.
thing I learned today, like Joe just showed his calendar. I'm gonna start doing that, bro. Because you know why? I'm so fucking busy that I try to leave everything up here and think I'm gonna remember
Start
it,
forgetting a bunch
bro.
of shit.
And you start
Stresses
forgetting
you
important
out.
stuff. It stresses you the fuck out. Keep a fucking tight. Hey, everybody that's on the chat, keep a tight schedule. Write everything down. Lay it out throughout the day before. Joe is a perfect example of not giving excuses, guys. Like he said, he doesn't like waking up. He doesn't like doing cold plunges. He doesn't like doing jiu-jitsu. He could have gave 1,000 excuses of why he couldn't do those things. And look what he's doing. He's still doing it.
So the biggest thing too with me managing my time was this. Before, my days would go through and I'd be like, oh my God, I have so much time, blah, blah, blah. Now that I'm organizing my day and everything's jotted to the dot, I don't know if you feel like this. I feel like this. Bro, it's crazy.
Every day I'm like, I'll wake up a little earlier so I can get more
already
shit
like
done.
5.
And then like the time hits and I still have like a couple more things I want to do list. And like, I'm like,
Whoa.
Because I tell everybody who I see that day, I'm like, bro, like I didn't finish this and this. There's never enough fucking time.
Dude, it's crazy. And
it's like you look at your clock in the morning and then like day goes by, you look again, you're like, damn, bro, it's already like 8 o'clock. Like what the just happened?
And that's
dog?
another thing. It's like, that's why I make myself, you know, people like, yo, you got mad shit all the time. How do you juggle it all? And I like it. Because, you know, like you're saying, like when you're staying busy and you're doing a bunch of shit, and as long as it's going towards the right path, like, I mean, the feeling after, I mean, I feel
that's what you said, delayed gratification,
delayed
bro.
gratification, even if bullshit happens, this shit happens, you know, my mentality is like, everything happens for me, not everything happens to me.
What did I say last episode, man? What did I say? Things don't happen to you. They happen because of you.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yo, and one thing too that I took like so like adamantly from Breno's episode when he came on is like the quote that a lot of the Sunrun guys use is, "No one cares. Work harder."
Yeah.
Some will. Dude, I love that. I
you
love
said that today,
that, bro.
And you were on speaker when you said that. And Thais heard that. She goes, "Rich, I loved that phrase. Say it again."
Some will, some won't. So what?
That's another one right there.
Breno's favorite line is like, "Yo, somebody's got to get paid. Why not me?" Shout out, Breno.
Yeah. Yo, guys, for all our listeners out there, if you guys have any questions for Joe, for us, if you guys want to, I mean, I want some interaction here. Anyone got any questions for Joe?
Bro, if you're an electrical apprentice, anything coming up,
anything.
Yo, Richie, who's on the chat?
We got 40 people watching us right now, bro.
Who's on the chat, boy?
In the chat, we got Thais, Edward Fiallo, Breno, NMD. Is that Breno? NMD?
I don't know any other Breno.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. I don't know any other.
We have Tyler. I have my Mature. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, bro. It's, I don't know, some a different username here, but bro, thank you for watching. And again, guys, none of this would happen without you guys. I want to say this again. We hit 500 followers this week. Shama! And Eric said this in the beginning of the episode. We had an expectation to hit 500 followers as a goal, but it was within the first quarter of the podcast, and we accomplished that within 2 months of doing the podcast. And we are so grateful for all this, man. All the love that we're getting, Joe, it's insane. We knew we have friends that are going to be there by our side. We knew we were going to have people that are going to ride along with us. But the number of people who come up to us, talk to us, and just motivate us every day with the shares, with the likes, with the comments, with the reposts, everything you guys do, don't think it's a little thing. It goes a huge, long way.
It fills my heart, bro. It's
and
so dope.
We mentioned it last episode. We have people overseas watching us. We got people all over the place. We're talking about what? Australia.
Shout out to all
United Kingdom,
Brazil. We got people all over the place. Russia.
No. Yo, that'd be
bad place right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're pulling lessons.
Bro, so at the end of the day, guys, again, a podcast only works out if we have the support of everyone that's watching us. And we're not doing this just for us. We're doing this to be able to share the knowledge that we're learning with everyone who's out there. And we're very grateful for each and every one of you guys who are commenting, sharing, liking, and everything.
Yeah, man. And what are we doing for the 500 followers?
Bro, so we're going to do a giveaway. We have a giveaway that's going to go on. Let's do it.
No, they're going to have to stay tuned on our Instagram.
Before we say it? Okay, so let's not say it.
They're going to stay tuned. There's going to be a giveaway. If I were you guys, I'll keep an eye out because it's going to be dope.
It's going to be a big giveaway.
It's going to be a big giveaway. You know, our sponsors are going to help us out. You know, it's going to be dope. So be ready to share the post and tag a lot of people.
The 500th follower, whoever it is, you know, you're going to qualify for cheaper power with the solar system at no cost.
I actually want to do something here, and I'm doing this on my own, okay? I haven't even talked to the boys about this. I actually screenshotted it. Our 500th follower. I actually screenshot to make sure. Yes.
I know who it is.
Our 500 followers actually from The Office. Yang Swoosh. He's
Tony Yang.
Tony Yang was our 500th follower. Tony Yang, I'm going to be gifting you with one of our sweaters for Hip Podcast. Hey. And, bro, thank you so much for being our 500th follower. And thank you for every single one of the followers that are in here. Like I said, you guys are fucking amazing. I'm so happy and proud of the people, the support that we have.
Hell yeah.
Talking about feeling good, feeling amazing, looking good. You know, you got to look good, feel good, play good. Stay golden. Stay golden. Have you heard about them, John? Joe? Sorry, I called you John. What the fuck? What was that?
It's Joseph.
Just up there.
Have you heard about Jenny Stay Golden?
I have heard.
You like tanning? You have you gone tanning?
I might have to go
you
check
might
it out.
have
I'm
to get a little
pale right now.
you might have to get a little tan.
The sun hasn't hit yet.
Dude, Stay Golden by XD, located in Marlboro. Guys, Jenny, amazing entrepreneur, also juggling multiple things at the same time. If you want teeth whitening, tooth gems, spray tan, bikini for the ladies, the bikini tan lines, tape tan lines, even for the bodybuilders out there. She's also supporting the bodybuilder community with tanning as well. Do you know how they do the tan so you can
I want to see Eric all bronzed up.
boom, boom, boom. Bro, nah.
After sleeping on the pool chair in Miami, I have this big ass tan line over here, bro. It's humiliating.
The sun.
Guys, Stay Golden by XD, great company, run by Jenny. If you guys want to hit up Stay Golden, again, Stay Golden by XD.
Yes.
Amazing work. Again, hit her up. We have our own promo code, STAYHIP15. You guys get a 15% off your visit. And if you guys want the address, you guys want to hit her up, you guys can go to Stay Golden by XD on Instagram. And her address is actually 221 Boston Post Road East, Suite 460, 221 Boston Post Road East, Suite 460 in Marlborough, Massachusetts. Again, she just opened a brand new location, working hard, truly living what we're saying in this podcast, getting comfortable, being uncomfortable, pushing herself to the next level every time. And that's what I want to say to all my entrepreneurs out there. If you think you're already doing well, think about what's the next move for you to do even greater. Always don't stop where you're at, because there's plenty of people out there who are looking at you, and you're motivating plenty of people that you don't even know you are. Keep pushing, keep going. Congratulations, Jenny. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yo, and who makes your inconvenience convenient?
Bro, Ivan's Collision Center. Bring it up.
Oh, shoot.
Shout out.
Ivan's Collision Center, guys. I say this all the time, and I'll say it again. He makes your inconvenience convenient. At the end of the day, family-owned business. Beautiful story of entrepreneurship there, too. He started actually as a painter in the building he's at right now. He bought the building, and now he owns his own business inside that building. Talking about started from the bottom, now we're here. That's that guy. Family works hard. He's there for everybody, no matter what you need. If you need your car detailed, if you got into an accident, from the moment that you crashed that car and you started that inconvenience, he's got you with the best solutions, and he's going to walk you through that whole process to make it very easy and very simple for you. Give him a call. He's going to help you out. We're talking about everything. You need your aftermarket installs, tinting. You want to just get your car detailed. Anything you need, bro. He's a family-owned business, always supporting everybody out there.
He is the guy, man. And speaking of cars, you know, Joe, you got a little nice little something. You got a little something. You know, it's
Get me from A to B. That's all.
Pretty fast, pretty fast,
yeah,
though.
pretty fast, man. So you just it's not recently, but you got a brand new Tesla, huh?
I did.
How do you like that car?
What Tesla did you get?
I ended up getting just a little something. Little,
Just the regular plaid, you know?
it's the Model X Plaid. Mainly because, I mean, I don't know if people are familiar, but Elon like cut the prices on them crazy.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
30%.
So, like,
Why did he do that?
30%.
Because he overproduced them in the year of 2020.
And also CarMax, they were like kind of
Overstocked.
like charging people crazy for it. So buying them and selling them. So
so he wanted to
He
counteract
said
that.
he goes, that's my market. You ain't touching my market.
Dude, that's what I love about Elon, bro. He's for the people, bro. Elon is for the people.
he's a real.
Yo, some people say that he's the Antichrist.
Nah, there's no way. Bro, he's literally like going to be the savior of humanity. Like, no cap.
That's exactly what the Antichrist is supposed to be.
Yeah, I haven't.
He's a capitalist. That's what you want.
The
I love
Antichrist
it.
is the savior of humanity? That's crazy.
No, but it says that he's going to persuade that vision to people, that he's going to be the savior, the only option. And at the end of the day.
No, but I don't say he doesn't say it like that either. He's there was like the last interview he just had with the dude from BBC that he straight roasted.
Rashed on him. Yeah,
he was talking about a story about how like he talked to this other guy about how he wants to, you know, the population is decreasing, people aren't having as much sex and making kids and this and that. And he was saying, he's like, yeah, when I was talking to this guy about it, and then he brought up AI and all this stuff, and how this dude wanted to make like a AI god, right? And he's like, bro, no, like we need to improve people. And then the guy was like, oh, bro, you're a speciest. He's like, yeah, I am. I want to improve the human being. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I'm just creating conversation. Elon Musk is amazing, bro. He really is. I really look up to him. I look up to everything he does, and truly, that guy is just different. He's a
goat.
He is, dude. Like
it looks like he already implemented the chip on his own brain.
Have you seen
Bro,
him
I
talk?
don't doubt
He
it.
talks. He's like, shoop, 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 shoop.
Or that
shoop,
meme
shoop.
where there was like a little
I was about to
guy
say,
controlling him inside of his
it was
body.
like the picture of him like outside with no shirt
Wait.
on, and he like was like mad weirdest body, and then they did like X-ray of Elon Musk, and there was like a little fucking thing.
Yo, black that like
it was Men in Black, I think.
Yeah, there was like a little dude controlling everything in the inside, dude.
That's Elon Musk, bro. Yo, I wouldn't doubt it if like when they start talking about, we were talking about aliens and shit for a little bit before this, like in like a couple years when aliens come out, Elon Musk's face is about to like open up, and a little dude's gonna be like, it's me, bro.
Yo, talking about, I mean, chat, do you guys believe in aliens? I want to hear what you guys have to say, because there's a lot going on right now about aliens and all that. Joe, do you believe in aliens?
I believe there's something out there.
Facts.
What are your
universe is way too big, bro.
What are your thoughts behind that? Like, truly.
I mean, I don't get into it too much because it's just like
crazy.
Maybe the tinfoil hat might have to pull it out, throw it on, and just fucking Joe Rogan it real quick. But no, there's definitely some shit out there.
Bro, I was literally listening to Joe Rogan today, and he brought some dude on that like I've literally just said his name before the podcast, but I forgot. But like this guy like did a whole documentary about a place in Brazil called Varginha, Brazil, where like they literally saw an alien like walking around in the town and shit, and the whole documentary breaks it down. And I'm like, bro, I really hope
go watch that. I believe it, bro. I believe it
too. Our universe is
and honestly,
too big,
I want to
bro.
meet them, but I don't want to touch them.
What if they piss on you with their finger?
Some scary movie shit.
I'll be fucked up. I think that's how they say hi.
No, it's the kick in the balls.
Oh, the kick in the balls.
I mean, Joe, yeah, man. I mean, cars, having fun, living life. I mean, as a person, man, like as a man, like as a friend, who are you? What are your beliefs behind like friendship? What are your beliefs behind just like everything in your life that revolves around just,
especially because you said like how doing like the whole sales thing, it made you like better personally, like spiritually, like everything
like
around
the
you.
The biggest thing that I think a lot of people can take away from is mentality. Like that, without the right mentality, you know, my brain's always thinking about abundance, right? Because at the end of the day, like it's a pretty lonely road for the most part. Luckily, I mean, like now that like I have, you know, a lot of friends that are on Sunrun. You know, before it was just literally just me and Guy, and I mean everyone else I didn't even know. But like, you know, spent a lot of time, you know, just me, and you know, you just gotta, at the end of the day, just know at the end of the day, the only person that's going to be there for you realistically long term is yourself. Yeah. So I mean, mentality. A lot of people struggle with, you know, oh, maybe I don't want to take risk and do that, or what if I, you know, I'm just going to stay in the comfort zone, you know, with my, you know, whatever, if it's the job or where I'm living at or the relationship I'm in. So the biggest thing is like you really got to find yourself, get comfortable with yourself, and then just that abundance mindset of going out there.
I love it.
You know, going after what you want, and, you know, worst case scenario, the biggest thing, you know, you're going to be in the same place you're in now. And what always drives me is
and
like,
you always learn from your failures.
Yeah. The biggest thing that drives me is like the feeling of regret if I didn't do it. Like imagine
the what if could kill someone, man. That shit could beat you up mentally so bad.
That shit drives me, like that's what makes me literally like do what I do, because it's like imagine if I didn't do this, and then 10 years from now, because the opportunity, you gotta hop on opportunities. That's what Sunrun was. It was an opportunity. Like everything that I did in my life was just like things that were opportunities, and you just gotta, you either jump on them or you miss it. And then I saw a TikTok the other day, some crazy shit. It was this kid, and he was like asking his dad, and his dad was telling him, he was like, you know, son, you can be whatever you want in life. You know, you can do whatever you want. Like anything's, you know, sky's the limit. You can do anything you want. And then he's like, Dad, but like, why didn't you do that? Why aren't you do that? So I was like, a lot of what I do is like, I'm trying to change like my bloodline, like generational
wealth. Yeah.
Like, because there was no real entrepreneurs in my family. You know, everyone always.
I mean, bro, you're like whole culture and everything you came from. Well, not your culture, but like your whole generation. You said you came from nothing. Your mom literally moved out of Russia with zero and just started from scratch again.
Never saw. I mean, like, you know, I'm fortunate enough to be in the position I'm in now. You know, financially that I'm in. It's like my mom can't even fathom it.
That's awesome, man. And I bet she loves seeing that for you too, bro. Like, especially like seeing like the build up from like you said, you were kind of fucking up a little bit in school, and like the whole thing of like, oh, what is my, like, because being parents, you're gonna be like, damn, is my son is gonna amount to anything? Like, did I teach him right? And now she's like seeing the fruits of your labor. She probably.
And I tell her all the time, I was like, all that stress I put you through, everything you went through in the past. I was like, you see.
And then she laughs and says some Russian swear, right?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, man. Having an unbreakable mentality, nothing can stop you, man.
Bro, you're changing the story of the Notkin family, man. You're literally changing forever. forever. Like what you're doing right now, you could set generational wealth from what you're doing right now, and that truly changes the story of your family, the story of your name, and what you're leaving behind, right? Because a lot of people, they want to just come around, live their own life, and that's it. I want to come here and leave a legacy behind me. I want my name to stay alive even after I'm under the ground.
Yeah,
I know.
Implement your name in history.
Hell yeah.
The biggest thing is like what I want is like my kids to see a picture of me on the wall and then be like, yo, that was the dude.
Grandpa
That was
started
great grandfather. He was a hustler.
Speaking of leaving a legacy, bro, like what's your next move, dog?
Yeah, we actually the chat actually asked that. What's the future plans for Joe?
Like what's like you have anything kind of like that you're willing to share? Like what's like your kind of next big move that you're trying to implement, or anything that's trying to?
So I'm big on just taking it as things come, like I'm saying, focus on what's in front of me and things, play out. But the big thing, I mean, I haven't even thought that far ahead, but I mean, this year, I'm making a lot of moves financially, investment wise. So, long term, I'm trying to.
Sorry, Davi, man.
What did he say?
He goes, ask Joe, who looks better, me or Joe?
Davi looks like a melting Tootsie Roll. No, Davi's getting in shape.
I'm so happy for Davi, man.
Davi changed his whole life around.
He did.
Oh, he's a savage, man. I say that to him. So I go knocking with him. I go knocking with him every once in a while, and I look at him like, man, I'm so proud of who you're becoming.
And he's the perfect person for that, bro, because he has so much personality and energy. Like, it's dope.
Yo, you can tell by his Instagram, bro. His Instagram was motorcycles and titties, and now it's just motivational.
We call him Davi Goggins now.
Davi Goggins, bro. Davi Goggins, bro.
I'm gonna share something here. I mean, sorry, Davi, put you on the spot. But I'm in the car with him this week, and he was like, Rich, man, I love what I'm doing. And not only that, man, I want to change the perspective of people on me, man. I don't want them to see me as that crazy motorcycle guy anymore. I want them to see me as a hard worker, as a businessman, as a person who's truly helping people out there. And I was like, bro,
take it seriously.
That's beautiful to hear Davi say, bro. I was like, word, man, this guy's growing up. Let's go. Yo, shout out to Davi, yo, for real.
Davi.
The boy.
Love you, Davi.
Swellen goes, Joe é meu amigo. You're her friend.
Sou mi amiga.
Dude,
guys, Joe's an honorary Brazilian.
Yeah. And bro, and like, obviously, I love you as a friend, bro, and all that, but I see something bigger, bro. I love hanging out with you. I love partying with you. But having, you, Guy, Marlon, Richie, Andre, having these people around me, it's like, yeah, we all funny games sometimes, but majority of the time, we're just talking about game. We're talking about like business opportunities. Guy's a fucking mathematician. Breaks everything down to a T. I love
analytical as fuck.
Analytical as fuck, and it's just like, dude, I want to be around people like that. I'm at the right spot. I'm right here, bro. This is the type of people that I want. You know what I mean? It's just like, knowing how to separate the funny games with fucking, being serious. It's just. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
The biggest thing, I said this earlier, and I'll say it again, man. I don't care what position you're in. There's people looking up to you. You might not even know that, but there's people looking at you and seeing your moves that really, and you inspire them in some type of way. Even if you're fucking up, there's something in your life that you're doing that someone's looking up to you. Know that you make the difference and know that you could change someone's lives. And we said that even for the podcast since day one. Mm-hmm. If we can have throughout, let's say we're near 10 of this and we're killing the game, we blew up, we're everywhere. And if we get one phone call that says, man, I was in a hole, I was in a tough situation, and your podcast opened up my mind to a different reality, and it really helped me change my life, we won.
Priceless.
That's it.
That's so true.
There's no value to that.
Priceless.
There's no sponsorship that pays that. There's no clout that pays that. That's
Bro, I was just saying before the podcast, these fucking mic stands are fucking us.
But
that shit knocked me out.
He's already getting ready for next week's UFC episode. Yeah, you already mentioned that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, if they were here in the beginning.
Oh yeah, guys. Let's mention it again. You know what I mean? Let's do a quick run up.
Nah. I want to say that and then
On the end. All right.
Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah. So do we got any questions in the chat?
Joe, my amigo, I love you. Davi goes, thank you so much. I'm truly appreciative that you guys truly believe in me. Yo, we love you, bro. And no, not much really going on. Everyone's just watching. Everyone's in love. I want to talk about one thing here, real quick, just to brush off this, because last week we talked about relationship, and me and Andre, we're dating. You know, we got in a relationship, and Eric said, "Bro, I'm dating."
Oh shit, my bad. I heard that's so different.
No.
I was like, yo, me and Andre, we're dating. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes, guys, we wanted to come out here with all you guys. Listen, so me and Andre are in relationships. You know, we have our girl. We're chasing our life. We're going for the next thing, right? And Eric goes, I'm dating too, but I'm dating myself. I'm learning how to be with myself and how to perfect myself within myself and be happy with who I am first, and figure out what those holes are inside of me so I can fulfill them and then look for someone else. I've been your friend for a while. I've seen you as a single man unit for a while. Single man. At the end of the day, bro, like, what's going on? Like, tell us, like, what's that experience? What's the journey that you're going through when it comes to that?
I love that. It's so funny.
No,
just the face you made.
Because I'm pretty sure that you're choosing. I mean, bro, you're swagger. You got money. You're a good-looking guy. You're not single because you want to. I mean, you're not single. You're not single because. That's what I'm saying. You're not single because you don't have options. You're single because you want to.
I'm honestly in no rush.
Awesome.
Right? So the biggest thing for me is, like, I made a promise to myself, and I made a promise, you know, that comes down to, you know, my mom and my family, and I want to get to a point, you know, where I'm comfortable enough and things are taken care of enough, because how are you going to go out there and, you know, take care of someone else if you're not where you want to be, right?
Exactly.
So that would be unfair to the other person. So it's like a big thing, you know. I still feel like I really haven't done that much. Like, I feel like there's a lot more I want to do, and there's goals that I set, you know, personally, and like things I want to hit, and I'm just focusing on that, and then, you know, taking it a day at a time, and, you know, if I find the one, I find the one.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna ask. If you find, like you said, you're on your paths, but if you find that one, bro, that's like filling in those holes, right? Where you're like, oh, you come home, right? You got, damn, I gotta do this invoice and this and that, and he's like, oh no, I already did it, babe. You wifing that up or not, bro?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I know the right things are gonna attract, and everything's gonna play out the way it's gonna play out, and you can't rush something like that.
Exactly. So I'm gonna look deep into that camera, and I'm gonna say one thing, my ladies. Is the camera on me? My ladies, wake up. We got to hustle over here, and he's single.
And he's not on Tinder, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, bro.
He's selective though.
It just goes to what we said our last episode, man. Don't rush the process. You know, follow your own path. Go after your own goals. You know, go through the struggle. Go through the wins.
Struggle's beautiful.
And, dude, and like I said, you're not even going to need to go find anybody. The right person is going to find you. Is going to find you. You're going to be working hard. You're going to be achieving all your fucking dreams and goals. And that right person is going to be right there at the right time.
Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys seen us wearing the shirts. You know, I don't have a shirt on today, a Hit Podcast shirt and all that.
I was gonna wear mine, but I was like, bro, if I wear it today, I'm gonna forget to wash it before next week's episode.
We got
it. I gotta wear it next week.
Guys, if we actually have an awesome sponsor that helps us out with everything you guys see. You know, we even got custom mugs here with our names on it, with the logo.
Our shirts we have, our hoodie.
Shirts, hats, hoodies, everything. R&V. Sports personalization.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are a beast. You guys can follow them on Instagram too. We have the link on the bio. Any custom work you guys need for your company, for your business, you want even if, let's say, if you're a sport guy and you love team sports, they got the custom shirts. Eric showed his last week with his name engraved, that he got that there with them too. These guys are awesome,
Fire.
Efficient, they're great at their work, and they got a great team and a family-owned business too right next door to us. Thank you, RMV, for all the support and everything you have done for us.
Thank you, Nasir.
Yes, sir. Hey,
guys, to wrap up,
Joe, do you have any last words, advice that you want to just put out there?
I'm just thankful to be here. I'm thankful, you know, I'm in the position that I'm in, and, you know, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and, you know, try to bless as many people as I can along the way.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, everybody knows where to reach me at, you know, if you ever need anything.
What's your Instagram?
And give a shout out to Notkin Electric real quick, bro, because that's still moving.
Notkin Electric, you need electrical, hit up Zeke. He'll come twist your wires for you. He'll take care of you.
Oh, and Zeke is the right guy to twist your wires. Let me tell you.
Like, all the customers love Zeke.
Zeke's
when they
the
first
best,
see him,
bro.
they were like, I've had some customers, like, because we'll do some, you know, high-end homes, high-end, you know, clients and stuff like that, and they'll be like, when we first saw him, we were a little.
Oh, they judge a book by a cover real quick. Yeah,
it comes to show you can't judge a book.
After we talked to him, we love him. We want him back.
He's the best, bro. We want to have him on too, bro. We've been talking about it. We just got to find the right time.
Gotta get him
Hell
on.
yeah, he's the best.
It's that whole transfer of energy, man, and he's got that on lock. Like he knows how to transfer.
I've never
that
not
energy,
smiled
man.
around Zeke, bro. Ever.
You can't.
I never seen him mad, bro.
Ever. I never seen him sad. Never seen him not smiling. Like it's crazy.
That's my brother. I love Zeke.
He's the man.
Yeah, I love Ziki too. I love his energy. I love the love he shows to everyone that he meets. All good energy, all positive vibes.
Wrapping it up. Chat questions. Please throw any questions if you guys have. Andre,
Anything. Guys, real quick to bring back what I said in the beginning of the episode. We've been trying to ramp it up like to 1,000. Like Eric said, 10x this bitch. And the next week, we got 2 episodes on Wednesday and on Friday.
Friday's a special.
This isn't going to be like a regular thing we're doing, but we stacked it up with a guest that we just, the day that we had to work out for it to be, available and to work around that, we were like, yo, it doesn't matter what day, bro. If it was at 3 a.m, we were going to come here and we were going to do this episode. It's going to be a banger. We got Raph Barros. That's a sick tattoo artist out of Boston. Dude's been on Ink Master. He's the one that literally did all Eric's dope ass work on his arm. Like this man is different. He does sick work.
He's doing Davi tomorrow.
No way.
Yeah. Davi's super excited, bro.
Davi told me, yeah.
Davi grabbed him by the neck of the gym.
About to crush him. But yeah, Raph, super dope dude. Like he's literally like so chill. Another guy that immigrant came from Brazil, like rides his ass off every single day to get where he's at. He's very, very big in his field.
Bro, he went to Ink Masters.
Yeah, dude. It's dope.
insane.
It's dope.
And started from the bottom, too.
Yeah,
started
he
from
used to work at Dunks, bro.
Honeydew.
Honeydew.
Honeydew, bro. Yeah, man.
We can't wait to have him on.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about his story, guys. And then on Friday,
This was even a surprise for us.
guys, what was this? Yesterday, before yesterday?
This was Monday. Monday.
I was driving home.
10 a.m. It was 1 p.m. when we saw it, but we got the response at 10 a.m.
Yeah. We had messaged the person, the guest, like 2 weeks before, like the night that they were fighting, on the UFC fight card.
Oh, we're giving hints.
Richie, we were watching at Brian's house, and Richie was like, "Yo, Dede, what if I just like message him, bro?" I was like, "Bro, doesn't hurt to try, might as well." Yeah. And then 2 weeks goes by. Richie, I think you sent him not even 2 weeks, it was like a week.
So
maybe?
the night of the fight, I met. I'm not gonna get too much, but the night of the fight, I messaged him. And no response. A week went by. I looked back and I was like, damn, bro, this message really, maybe the boys, you're right. Maybe this shit is hard to get. And then I sent him another message last week. Same thing. I copied and pasted it and sent it again. And I told him what our movement was, what we're doing. And Monday at 1 p.m., I'm checking like my accounts. Oh, shit. Davi's actually at Ralph right now.
I'm dead.
Yeah, you said tomorrow.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, today's Wednesday.
He's
Yeah.
doing it right now. He's getting tatted right now.
Shout out Raph.
Let's go. Shout out Raph, bro. We're excited to have you, bro. We're super excited to have you here next week. But going back to what I was saying, 1 p.m., I'm checking my accounts and I see a notification. I was like, bro, I thought I already checked all my notifications. So I click on it and I saw that name. And I was like, yo, I swear. I was like, and I was already feeling good because I just I got some appointments that day. I was feeling great. I was in the best mood ever. Bro, I was with Victor Macena and I started screaming. I'm like, woo, let's go. I can't believe this is happening. Boom, I called the boys. I called Andre, like, Andre.
Richie calls me, bro, yelling at the top of his lungs. Yo, Andre, go look. My bad, I just exploded the chat. Yo,
I know, right?
At the top of his lungs, go check the DMs right now. Go check the DMs right now. Bro, when I looked and I saw, I was speechless.
Bro, it was dope, and I was like, get Eric on the call right now. Get Eric on the call right now. Before I even tell you guys, so he goes and he adds Eric on the call. I go, guys, right now, go on our inbox and check the inbox. They're like, what, Richie, bro? Look, 'cause, I'm very loud, and sometimes I exaggerate, and I know that's me. But the boys like, what, Richie? What's going on, bro? And then they log on. Eric goes, no way. I just hear Eric going, no way. No way. Richie, what? How the hell? And I was like, dude, it worked. Yeah. And it just comes to show that no matter where you are, if you want to take the next move, just go at it. Chase it. The no you already have.
Shoot your shot.
Don't stop.
Worst case scenario, you're going to be in the same fucking spot you're in right now.
Dude,
hell yeah.
Always try, man. Chase your dreams. Go after, because you never know what the outcome is.
But don't forget the hustle that was behind it too.
Hell yeah,
the hustle, the discipline of being, consistent, being consistent, putting out content.
I keep getting messages of people saying, dude, I'm so proud of how consistent you guys are.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, you know, a lot
And
of
it's
people,
funny because we beat ourselves up about that. We're like, bro, we need to be more consistent.
bro, because it's, you know, it comes back to self accountability, bro. Self accountability, bro. If we know we can do better, we're gonna tell each other that.
Facts.
You know, but not only being self accountable for yourself, but being be accountable for your friends too.
For the people who care.
If I see you slacking, I'm gonna tell you slacking. Ain't no being there around the bush. I'm gonna tell you because I want to. As much as I want to see myself doing good, I want to see you doing great.
And how many times have we had those calls, bro? They're tough sometimes, but we listen. And that's the best part. We got to listen. You got to, it's I tell people, man.
Putting that ego down.
Yo,
Putting the ego away.
Throw your ego away. Ego is the one thing that will always hold you back from your max potential.
Oh, yeah.
Always throw that ego away, you know? But going back to saying, we got that episode, and because of that, we're going to do a special episode on Friday. We're super pumped.
Same time.
We're going to start advertising it this, today's Wednesday. We're going to start advertising it, I believe by tomorrow or Friday. You guys are going to start seeing some flyers going out. We really count on the support of each one of you guys to truly share this the most you can. All my UFC lovers out there, there's a huge surprise coming for you.
Guys,
and
guaranteed.
I know this
Israel
community is
Adesanya.
huge.
Just kidding.
Imagine.
Shit. But add them to the list. I believe it.
And the thing is, I think so much that the UFC community ties down to what we're saying, because most of the people that love UFC, they're athletes, the people who love the sport, they see the dedication with it. There's a lot of dedication and working hard to get to where these people got. That's the biggest reason why I wanted to bring this guy here, because he comes from the bottom, man. You know what I mean? And he's an immigrant, and he killed it. Like
This dude is the definition of a scrapper, bro. He will take hits and he will return that
Since y'all
shit,
giving a
bro.
bunch of hints already, he's a local.
he's a local.
He's a local, man, straight from Mass. You know what I mean?
Yo, don't say no more because I'm gonna give it away. If you're a real UFC
I mean, you gave the weight, you gave the number.
I said
didn't
he
say
was
wait.
top 6.
Yeah.
That could be a lot of people, bro.
But you said bantamweight.
Yeah, that's a lot of people still.
But at the end of the day, guys, thank you so much. We're so happy for everything you guys have been doing for us. Joe, we have a question here that's just simply asking, what's your best dish?
Ooh, your favorite dish, something you love to eat.
The thing is, I don't have just one.
Bro, I'm kind of the same way.
Like,
bro.
if I had to eat one thing,
Your go-to.
Forever. You have to eat one meal forever.
it'd be Brazilian food. I actually was talking to a homeowner yesterday about that. It'd be Brazilian food.
It's not picanha.
Rice and beans.
Little churrasco.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, another question we have here is Lucas Faria is asking, what was the funniest interaction you've had so far at the doors?
Funniest interaction that we've had so far at the doors. There's so many. It's literally like people don't, but like it's like the wildest
craziest shit.
you know, ever. Because we meet all like everything from on the spectrum. Because we deal with like a funnel like this, and we're trying to put them all into something like that.
Yeah.
Funniest thing on the doors.
It's a pretty cool way to describe it. Huh?
I don't even know.
What's the craziest thing you've seen?
Craziest thing. I mean, there was it's just like normal to me now. It's like,
It's not even weird no more.
yeah, I can't even think of something really that crazy.
Dude, I heard today in the group chat, so someone actually went through a situation where they brought up the bill situation. Hey, let me see your bill so I can see your usage and see how much you could save. And then the husband and the wife start fighting in front of each other.
I was literally about to
because of
ask
how
that.
much energy they're using.
Oh, and
They started fighting like in front of the person. Dude,
He should have capitalized. Should have been like, listen, you guys aren't gonna fight no more because
It's like, honey, we're doing this.
Yeah, all of a sudden it becomes some Dr. Phil.
you're like, listen,
Nah,
listen,
all right.
Adam, Karen, listen.
so another question is, what is something that people might not know about you?
He's half Brazilian.
Honorary.
I'm a pretty open book for the most part.
Yeah.
That's true.
Might not know about me.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. I mean, I'm pretty open with everything.
Word.
And Joe orders one of each on the menu. Swellen says.
Absolutely.
That's actually true because every time you and Gee be posting those restaurants, I just see like plate.
Yeah, we try everything.
That's the way to do it, though, bro. Like that's the way to do it.
Amex.
Really works. Yeah, take the points. Hell yeah.
They travel with those points. Guys, thank you so much. Honestly,
Yes.
Joe, thank you for coming,
Thank you
man.
guys. Appreciate you guys having me on here.
Yeah,
Thank you
bro,
for
we
sharing.
love you, my guy. Thank you for coming, man.
Hey,
guys.
Thank you for sharing your story. Hey, Joe's mama, thank you for doing the sacrifice.
Miss
Yeah.
Notkin.
Thank you for making this
Miss
beautiful
Sophia.
child.
Shout out my mom.
And again, dude, we're very thankful. We say this all the time as immigrants, right? We're very thankful for our parents to giving us this opportunity to be here in this
Taking
country.
that risk.
Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even be in the position we're in today.
Literally.
So again, guys, be grateful for all the people who have put in the work in the past of your life, because sometimes we're ungrateful for that.
Yo, real quick to stem off of that about like coming to this country, guys. I love America. The United States is so beautiful, and we got to stop with this bullshit of talking shit about the United States, because we are the most amazing country in the world. I love being Brazilian. I have so much pride in being Brazilian, but the United States, bro, has given me so many opportunities. All these guys here, bro, like,
You gotta,
like, bro, I'm like, I will always hold this country down, bro. The United States is amazing, bro. Like, I love this country, man. And we got to bring that pride back to the American people, man.
100%,
all
man.
that pussy shit.
For real, though.
But yeah, guys, that was High Empowered Podcast. Thank you so much, everybody, for following, subscribing, liking, and being a part of this family. We are
Stay
extremely
cool,
happy.
guys.
Hell yeah.
Stay
One
high.
love.
One love. Thank you guys for everything. Like, comment,
power,
subscribe.
baby.
High and power.
1, 2, 3.
Shama.
High power.